Hi friends, we're going to see how to make some instant mini donuts. And for this you need refined flour 150 grams with 1 tablespoon salt mixed in it, 200 grams of yogurt. You can use 1 packet of Fino salt or 1 tablespoon of baking soda, 125 grams of icing sugar, around 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder, and around 40 grams of melted unsalted butter. So we are going to mix the flour with the Eno salt and give it a nice mix so that it evenly spreads all over the flour. And once this is done, we are going to add the 200 grams of yogurt in it. Use the whisk first to give it a nice mix, and as you see it gets thick, you can use a spatula and give it a nice press down. And once that is done, you can transfer this into a piping bag or any plastic bag that you have. Here I have a small piping bag, so I am going to transfer it into that. So this is how we are going to just make it easy. So once this is transferred, there is no, as you see, there is no sugar or anything in this. The coating which you are going to give is going to give the sweet to this. So we are going to make the glaze now, and for that glaze you need that butter, melted butter. I am going to double the recipe here because I am going to show you two types. So it's 75 grams of butter and 250 grams of sugar. So in this we are going to add around 3 to 4 tablespoons of milk to make sure the glaze comes properly, or else it's going to become like a dough or a batter. So once this is done, just give it a nice mix so that you can see it will become like a thick glaze. The thick the glaze is, the thick the coating is going to be. So it is up to you how thick you want the coating. If you want a very nice thick coating, you can leave it as it is, or in this case I am going to make it a bit more lighter, so I want to give a thin coating of it, so I will be adding little more milk. The more the milk you add, the more light the coating gets. So that's it. Now at 170-degree medium heat, use your piping bag and then use a scissors and just cut small dollops of donuts into the oil. Dip the knife so that it doesn't, the dough is very sticky here, so just dip your knife in the oil so that it doesn't get sticky. At a medium heat itself, you can get this nice golden brown color. Keep on mixing it so that every side evenly gets coated, and let it cook for around 5 to 10 minutes. Not even 10, maybe 8 minutes would more than enough to get a nice golden brown color. All sides should be evenly coated, and once you get it like this, you can remove it and do the entire batch. Keep it in a tray with some paper lined in it so that the oil comes out. And when it is hot itself, here I am going to do 2 pens, so I am going to add half of it into the glaze, and the other half I am going to do it as chocolate. So this half, once you add it, nicely give it a coat, swirl it around nicely so that evenly it gets a even coating on everywhere, and let it stand for just maybe 1 minute. By the time, arrange a wire rack on a tray so that any drippings can come out separately, and then shake off any excess and place it on the wire rack, and let it stand for around 5 to 10 minutes so that the coating gets thick. You know, it should not, since the donuts are warm, it will be hot. So I am going to add the cocoa powder in the same glaze and just give it a nice mix so that you have a cocoa glaze, chocolate glaze. And this is in same as I said, if you add cocoa powder, it's going to get thick. So if you want to give a nice thick coating, leave it as it is, or else you can add a little bit of milk in it. So once this is done, you can see the nice coating of it. And the same, let it sit for a minute and then slowly transfer it on a wire rack. Let it sit for 5-10 minutes so that the coating gets hard, and then you can just enjoy it as it is. You can just coat the balls when it is hot in just plain sugar also. It's how you want the coating. So just enjoy. Thank you.